this Congress, but I'm so pleased to say that I'm yielding 2 minutes to a gentle lady from California who's taken this little baby and nursed it to make certain that she would be the mother of the extension. And to see here, I will continue to grow. And of course, most people in the House know I'm talking about Representative Karen Bass from California. I'd like to yield her 2 minutes.
The gentlelady from California is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I rise today in support of H.R. 1891, the AGOA Extension and Enhancement Act of 2015. I'm delighted to be here to speak in favor of an extraordinarily important bill of which AGOA is part, and to be joined by my distinguished colleague, Ranking Member Mr. Rangel. And I do have to say that it's quite appropriate that we are voting on this bill today, as it's Mr. Rangel's birthday. So as one of the original authors of AGOA, we extend this birthday present to him because I know that it will pass with bipartisan support. I also want to acknowledge the work of one of the other original authors, Mr. McDermott, and their longtime support for the nations in Africa, and to acknowledge several ambassadors that are here in the gallery from South Africa, Lesotho, South Africa, Niger, and Gabon. I also want to thank the chairman of the Ways and Means, Mr. Ryan, and really appreciate you for the timing. You made a commitment as soon as you took over as chair. You received numerous delegations from the continent. You made that commitment. You followed through on it, and in particular the timing, because it was so important that you as chair and ranking member and chair of the subcommittee, Mr. Tiberi, that we did this soon so that we didn't wait until AGOA was near expiration. We did that a couple of years ago with third country fabric, and we found that many jobs on the continent were lost. So I want to thank you for your leadership in following through. The importance of reauthorizing AGOA, and by doing so, strengthening trade and investment between the United States and the nations of Africa is clear. Since its enactment in 2001, AGOA has helped to significantly increase African exports to the United States and led to jobs both on the African continent and here at home. AGOA has generated approximately 100,000 jobs in the U.S. and 350,000 direct jobs and 1 million indirect jobs in sub-Saharan Africa. A byproduct of this trade is the increase of U.S. exports. Could I ask for additional time?
Expired.
I'd like the gentle lady to have 30 seconds additional time.
The gentlelady is recognized for 30 seconds.
Over the past decade, numerous countries on the continent of Africa have consistently been cited by the international financial institutions as the fastest growing economies in the world. Without question, I am pleased to have been part of this important process. I also look forward to continuing my work with my fellow members of Congress and the administration in strengthening trade and investment relations between our country and home to the world's fastest growing economies and newest and most dynamic trade and investment frontier in Africa. Thank you. I yield back the balance.